How's it going, Shy?
It's fine. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on? I
I
feel concerned.
I think I sprained my knee at physical therapy last week. So now I am I guess I
Oh
need to
no.
learn how to walk on my hands because of course the knee that I hurt is not the knee that's connected to the leg bone that's connected to the ankle bone that's broken.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What happened? How does this go down?
I'm just doing the stretches that I'm being told to do, and one of them's like a squat kind of thing. It is to me the hardest of the ones because I know my knees are bad. Um and so I am not going as full out as I think I am being expected to or should be working up to. Um and then my physical therapy has been spaced out um, because we're trying to make sure that I have enough left for when I go back into surgery to get this metal plate taken out of my leg.
Yeah.
Um, and so it had been like 2 weeks. Um, and so I just went down into one of the squats and my left knee, it didn't pop,
Okay.
right? It just felt bad. It just hurt instantly in a way that is not unfamiliar to me because both of my knees are bad.
Mm.
Um, and so I was like, "Oh, great. Now that's gonna bother me." Because off and on during my convalescence, I've been having to wear a compression sleeve on this left knee because I'm putting a lot of weight on it because the right leg was healing. And honestly surprised that it's lasted as long as it has because again, both knees are bad. But I guess I just heard it, and so I finished up after that, what I had to do is all stuff, like, on the table, um, so I did that, but then walked out of there and was like, "Oh, I kinda can't walk right now." And and that's
Yeah.
and that's what I've been dealing with, so, it's okay if I start moving and keep moving. Unfortunately, the way my life is set up, I sit a lot. My day job, I sit. When I sleep, I I don't move. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
all kinds of times where I'm not moving, and I find I looked into it because I'm like, did I break a thing? Did I tear or something? Um, and just judging by what I read, I didn't read too long into what could be wrong because I didn't wanna find out that I had, like, knee cancer or some shit. Eh, but, I don't think it's a tear
Okay.
because I am walking. It is painful. It is very
Okay.
painful, but, uh, bending it bending it and lifting my leg is painful, so I'm like, "Okay, so it's not just, like, arthritis, I don't think." I think, this is connected to other things, probably the stretchy things in there. But after doing some reading, I'm like, "Okay, I think it's a sprain or a strain."
Okay.
Which,
Okay.
is they're like, "Keep it wrapped in a compression thing." I don't know, put a little ice on it, try to raise it up. Lift its
Yeah.
spirits. I don't know.
Just talk to it a lot, you know?
Yeah, so I'm icing it now and I guess I'm just gonna throw some stuff at it and see, and then it's like, a sprain or strain, it should be fine in about 6 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, of the
Um,
things, that's what you would hope for, I guess.
yeah,
Like, of once you hear, like, or feel discomfort there, if you're gonna have something, you would want it to be one of those things.
yes.
But,
And I don't think that's me going, "Oh, I think it'll," because it's not swollen,
okay.
so that's what made me think, "Oh, I didn't tear anything." So it's not, like, swollen, it's not full of blood, there's no internal bleeding, like, I don't think I
Okay.
snapped something and it's just flapping around in there
Okay.
all.
No
Um,
bruising?
no bruising, no
Okay,
discoloration, anything like that. It looks like it always looks. It just hurts. So I'm like, "All right, I think it's just tired."
okay.
And, I don't know the difference between a sprain and a strain,
Me
but
either.
I don't, but, um, yeah, so I got it wrapped up. I got some ice on it. I got some, um it it it's called, I think I've talked about Posemon oil, which is, a mentholy kind of, um, Chinese oil.
Okay. Like Tiger Balm type thing?
It basically, it's just oil instead
Okay.
of that being a balm. It's like an oil that I just rub on it. But yeah, so I was gonna call it hippy dippy, but it's not hippy dippy. I just got it from my acupuncturist. But saying that sounds hippy a dippy. Um, but yeah, so that's what's going on with
Okay.
me right now.
I'm happy it was only a sprained strain.
Yeah.
You know, uh, I'm happy that there is not a lot of change in the look of your knee. I know, like
Yes.
you do shorts sometimes.
Oh,
You
right,
know,
yeah.
you know what I
And
mean. That could affect the look that you
and
could do.
luckily, I've already incorporated, the wrapped, knee into the look.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I've been doing a whole, "Oh, is she an injured, uh, basketball player?" Yes, I am a 5'5" injured basketball player. That's why I'm out here in
Amen.
leg warmers and basketball sneakers.
Sh-
That's
Shalewa, you should tell people you're a samurai.
a
You're
s
like a retired martial artist. That's why you got raps on. You know, real talk. Be like, I walk
Maybe.
slow, but I'm dangerous.
Oh, that actually might work with all of the oversized dresses that I have.
I'm telling you,
I got a lot of big dresses that close with a sash.
yo,
So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll
mhm,
do that. Okay, that'll work.
I
But,
like
yeah,
it.
it'll be fine. Luckily, like I said, all my most of my clothes are big, so I could hide, full animals up there, and no one will really know.
Yeah, I always think of my first thought with like injuries like that is like how visible is it?
Mm,
Because like a knee thing doesn't my knee would have to swell up so much. I still wear like full on '90s baggy pants,
right.
so like my knee swelling up doesn't change. And nobody knows. I had like a full on ankle and knee sprain situation, but like nobody knew at all. They were just like, "Oh, geez, just like really swagging out his walk this week," you know.
Right, yes.
That
I'm
was it.
trying to figure out a cool way, but, I had it with the ankle, but ankle and knee, I literally look like a baby with its arms out, just walking the street, which maybe I'll just full on go baby.
Ooh,
Maybe I'll just walk with my arms out in a crouch,
yo.
just looking frantic and
I mean,
I
it works for them.
I mean, it probably does work. I don't sit down on trains right now,
Okay.
because it hurts to stand. Well,
Right.
at first I was doing it because, I need the I figure I need the moving figuring out how to stand on a moving train and
Right. Yeah.
adjusting to all the people coming in, and I thought would be good for the ankle and my body to remember how to move that way normally. So
Right.
I've just been standing on the train, basically, since I've gotten off of the crutches.
Okay.
But now I definitely won't because it hurts so much to kinda stand with
Right.
the unfurling of my knee. I really hate that this year has become me giving a litany of what's wrong with my body. Not really what we had planned for War Report 2024.
Hey, listen.
But
We go where we go. Okay.
yeah, I'm so not that we had a plan for War
Yeah, I was gonna
Report,
say, Shy, you're giving us a lot of credit there. Real talk.
but
This gave
this
us a through line, if anything. You know. Real talk.
Oh my god, but,
It's that
apo
one murder that like Benson been working on all season. You know.
Oh, man. So, Uh,
Listen, if you need to stay moving, I got a Peloton that I've never used.
what?
Real talk. I had a friend of a friend move to LA, and they they were like, "Yo, we got a Peloton that like we'd rather just buy the new one when we get to LA than,
Move it?
ship the first version of it."
Okay.
So they sold it like really cheap. I got there, I looked at it, I was like, "Yo, yep, this works," and like maybe one day I'll be like, let me ride a Peloton. So I bought it. They gave me all their gym equipment. I got like a full like weight set, bench, all of this shit. Real talk. It was crazy. Like real talk. I could get in crazy shape if it also wasn't like just really comfortable to put my feet up on.
Oh, wow.
But it's there. It's in my living room. I got a Peloton. If you ever need it, I'll bring it over. I'll let you borrow it. You know what I mean? You could like keep your legs moving,
Okay.
you know?
Well, I may take you up on that because, I will be living alone soon, uh,
Mm.
because my roommate is moving, uh, back to Atlanta for love. Uh, uh, I mean, he has a girlfriend who lives there. I don't mean he's going
Okay.
there to be on a show called Love or
That
anything. I
he
mean, he
knows.
actually yeah, yeah. He is aware of the love and knows where it's going. So I'm just gonna thug it out, by myself for a while,
Okay.
and, so that struggle should honestly, I think maybe that will give me the jolt of adrenaline that I need, to heal. It's like,
Yeah, there you
how am
go.
I paying for my lifestyle? But I imagine, I don't know, I'll have some space, I'll just stick it in the storage closet, which is what I'm now calling his bedroom.
Then we gonna get you moving. Have you seen the knees over toes guy?
What?
This yo,
What?
I mean you got you he talked about your knees not
The
being that great.
knees over toes
Yeah,
guy?
he's a dude on Instagram, and like his whole focus is on knee strength and like reconstructing it.
Oh,
So like he shows people how to go from like, yo, your knees are trash to like being able to dunk. It's crazy. And like so
huh,
yeah, I figure he does like cool exercises, and he shows people
okay.
how to build up knee strength. You know what I
Alright.
mean?
I mean, does he work on elderly elderly knees? These feel like elderly knees.
I would say the range of knees I've seen him address, like
Mhm.
he worked with his mom. His mom was like 70.
Okay,
You know what I
alright.
mean? So he's worked with like the whole spectrum of knees. From knees that like didn't work because of age, knees that didn't work because of like sports anymore.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like I seen him do some crazy stuff where like he'll like do weird dares to show how strong his knees are now.
Oh,
So like he'll
man.
stand on like the edge of like the pool and
Mhm.
like get on his tippy toes, but like put his knees over the water while kneeling in the air, kind of.
Oh, wow.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
he's like
mean, it doesn't make sense to do it, but I can picture it.
right, okay. Yeah, like he does stuff like that where like like to do that besides the leg strength and core strength, your knees got to be brolic to like hold
Right.
basically your whole body weight. And he's like, yeah,
Yes.
he's like, I got to rebuild this. You know what I mean? He talks about like his knees being rocked, and he brought them back. But yeah, like you know what I mean? You could be like knees over toes, lady. You know?
I don't know about that. I don't know if I could be knees over toes. I mean, I I I don't know. They've been bad since I was a kid because the lactose, as I put in quotations, I had the lactose, so I didn't take in too much calcium.
Right.
So, my and then they've each popped out of place during various dance things. One at the right one in high school, the left one on the dance floor. And
Mm,
um so I've always had like compression sleeves. Just occasionally I'd get a twinge and I'd throw one on and
right.
keep it moving. Just to make sure everybody is still staying in. I don't want one flailing out or whatever. So I mean that I've not sprained or strained a knee is kind of wild.
Yeah, it's a good
Um
run.
yeah, honestly I'm gonna say it's strain. I'm not gonna say sprain.
I like it. I like it.
Because strain it would make sense because I have been working this knee a lot this year.
Okay.
And so I could see it just being like, "Bitch," and then just kinda, like, giving out a little bit. So, but, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to do something, and I know it's going to have to be, my own research, because all of my physical therapies are dedicated to the ankle, and I only have, like, oh lord, I don't know, 13 left, something like that, and I need at least 10 for post. That's the reason they're being stretched out instead of going every week is, I gotta save some. So, I love that insurance, um, is the reason that I have a sprained knee. Here, let's put that out there. It's because of my health insurance,
Oh yeah,
and I
yo.
don't get to have I mean, none of us get to who gets to have unlimited physical therapy? I guess people who work physical therapists do. I guess they get
Yeah.
unlimited physical therapy, but, um, that I just have this limit and I gotta work within these limits, and, I'm like, "I'm trying to get better." And they're like, "Okay, that's cute, but you only have this much in which to do so." Um, and so yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what this means, but I
We
guess
all
what
make
it
for
means is
sure.
that I'm not leaving my day job anytime soon
That's fair. That's fair.
since I need insurance.
Yeah. So like, yeah, like what would happen if you got offered like a writing gig right now? You know what I mean? Like
I
you'd
mean,
have
part of the a big part of the reason that I don't really do a lot of packets is because I am terrified of um I'm terrified of getting a job, and then I'm terrified of that job ending, and
right.
then me having to find work in between. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's all very scary to me because I have I I have medication that I gotta be on for the rest of my life.
Right, right.
Um, I'm doing nothing but getting older, so it's not like I got a little bit of time before things start to fall apart. Things fall apart right now. Things is falling apart right now.
Real talk.
So, yeah, on top of like paying bills and rent and all of that kind of thing. And I don't know if I'm able to I want to be able to like maneuver the way that I've maneuvered where it's like, oh, I have a job where I have to do physical stuff. I can still do that even if it's not like hardcore physical stuff, it's still me getting around. I
Right,
still have managed to move my body around in ways when I need to, but this is again, there's also the mental issue of all but that's ultimately why what scares me in, like, really taking a leap. It is what has scared me into really taking a leap into going full-time into comedy and making that my thing.
right.
And the last time that I've had urges to, and the last time I've had urges to were literally 2019. And because I was supposed to do some things in 2020 where I was just like, okay, so let's like go ahead and mentally prepare for leaving this day job and like really going after this thing.
Yeah.
And fucking COVID's like, you want to do what now? I said, nothing. Well, what you heard? I heard nothing. Mm-mm.
And that's the power of big pharma, okay? They heard shot talking. They're like, nah, shut this down, B.
Yeah. I mean, like it's, I, not, not to get too sad or anything, but, um, I can believe in myself up to a point, and then
Okay.
there's just, like, a block where I can't, and so or I find myself not rather, and, so that's a thing that I'm working on, and that's just on GP, and
Right,
so, I'm trying to access more of that in order to keep going, so when my knee went out and I was having a hard time, like getting to the train station to get home for I had all of these things like, "Oh, this is the day I'm out. Let me do this physical therapy. I'll go do this and blah blah blah, and then I'll come back and then I have to do this thing." And I literally just came home and just like sat and stared into space like, I mean, I don't if this is going to be how it is, what the fuck?
Wow.
You know, I had to have just an evening of what the fuck am I supposed to do, you know? Like how do I bounce back from that? Where's this reserve that everybody keeps talking about pulling from deep within? I feel like I'm deep within already, you know? Am I just not that deep? Has that tank been empty the whole time? You know, what are you filling that with so that when you gotta go deep within and draw it out, you're able to? Am
Real
I just
talk.
shallow? Has it
Yeah.
been have I just been moving shallowly like, in a shallow way all these years? Like, "Oh, no."
We
You
don't got as
know?
much deep, yo.
Yeah, I didn't do the things that would make me pull from deep within, like, I didn't have a kid. I'm sure that probably adds another fucking tank,
Yeah, that's fair.
right? You know? There's that kinda thing. I'm just doing it for me and my cat now, you know?
Hey man, that's a whole John Wick movie right there.
I know.
Real talk.
So, I mean, maybe that's the thing. Oh boy, I don't know, but it's been a lot, and I'm trying to not mentally go in a hole after the sprain. I'm just like, girl, just put some of that fucking medicated oil on it in an ice bag, and then let's see what we can do.
Amen. Yeah,
And
I
I
didn't think
don't.
we was gonna get there, starting off on sprains and strains, but no.
Oh yeah, no, it will always evolve into some sort of poor man therapy. The opening War report, poor man therapy is really what this is. The war is within. That is where the war is. It's
Oh
taken us
man,
4 years to identify where the war is. It's within.
it's in you, you
It's
know.
in you. Oh
Oh,
god.
that's beautiful. Let's get
Uh,
into the news.
yeah, let's do something.
Real talk. I tell I don't cut up a lot of clips. I'm cutting that up. That's a promo right there. Real talk. Get that better health money. Uh,
Yeah, somebody save me.
oh man, kicking us off. Ironically, actually, like that's the wrong link. I had the first tab I had open was me trying to look up sprains and strains. Let's see. Oh man, Google just said, I don't know. Let's see here. Kicking us off. Lonely, sexually frustrated dolphin may be attracting swimmers in maybe attacking swimmers in Japan. I was like, oh shit. Shouts to the dolphins. No, no. Sexually frustrated dolphin may be attacking swimmers in Japan. A spat of dolphin attacks on swimmers in Japan's Fukui prefecture is being blamed on one bottlenose dolphin who researchers believe may be particularly lonely, having been separated from a pod. According to the news, Japanese news service reported last week that a man had been bitten on both hands by a dolphin while swimming at a beach in the city of Suruga. The man was the 18th person to be bitten by a dolphin in the area since July 21st. Since 2022, more than 45 people have been injured in the area. Based on unique fin marking captured on film and in video, it is believed that many of the incidents are linked to a single male bottlenose dolphin.
Oh. For
You
some
know,
reason, I thought it was a female dolphin, and that's probably because I can see myself in the actions of this dolphin. So I literally, when I saw the headline, I was like, "You go, girl." Um, but no, you cannot. Yeah, but it's a guy dolphin. I mean, yeah, no, that's fair too. I mean, loneliness is a bitch. I'm in the throes of it, and I'm here to tell you. But I mean, I'm not going to go biting people on their hands. But that's only
Yeah.
because I'm not a dolphin.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, is this like how dolphins like flirt?
I mean, I
You
guess
know?
it's
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, yeah, I'm sure a little nibble works on
yeah.
another dolphin, but a nibble on a human is ouchy, like,
Fair, fair. You
right?
know,
It seems like. But
yeah,
aren't dolphins, aggressive?
yeah. Like this seemed like it was playful. Like I like I think all these video clips like it shows the dolphin like biting them, and then like it winks after. You know, like it thinks it's like kicking
What?
game.
What do
You
you mean?
know,
Is this dolphin also wearing a gold chain? Winks at him.
real talk.
I think the thing is dolphins are actually very aggressive. We think they're cute.
Yeah.
Um, okay, let's see.
This is like like it
Oh,
feels like a 5-year-old like hitting a girl at the in kindergarten. He don't know how to handle this yet. You know.
okay. Bottlenose dolphins express aggression through posture, movement, and sound, with the most severe forms involving contact through body slamming, ramming, and biting. And that is according to the Shark Bay Dolphin Project.
Mm,
Um, there's some, yeah. Oh, so this is like from a paper.
there you go.
This is from someone's paper about aggression. Oh wow. Aggression. It's a paper that's titled "Aggression in Bottlenose Dolphins: Evidence for Sexual Coercion, Male-Male Competition, and Female Tolerance through Analysis of Tooth Rake Marks and Behavior." Yeah, nah, this dude, he's yeah, he's lonely, and he's a little mad about it. I think at this point he's kind of like, somebody, I'm fucking somebody. So he's that guy at the bar.
Real talk, yo. Yeah, like
Yeah,
so August is the equivalent of like 1:30 a.m. at the club,
I think so.
right?
I
He's like, yo,
think
it's
yes.
shutting down. I gotta bag somebody.
Yeah, this is definitely last call behavior
Yeah.
is what is happening here. Now he's circling every thing, every animal I think that's near him in the water. Looks like a woman who's waiting on their friend to pay their tab and is just
Yeah.
standing there quietly. And now they've turned on not all the house lights, but some of the house lights that you can see, like in a back room that you can see that the house lights are on. Um,
Yeah, like there's a table in the corner where like all the chairs are up. They ain't tell you
yes,
to leave, but like,
yeah, but they've slowly started to move all the stools over.
yeah,
No one's taken out a broom yet, but like it's coming. It's coming.
janitor leaning on that door, you
Yeah.
know? Uh
So, oh my goodness, this I mean, I feel for the dolphin. Why isn't he with other people?
yeah.
Other dolphins. Ugh.
That's what I'm
Why?
saying, yo. Like, I feel like for the Dolphins to come to that decision and be like, yo, he can't rock with us no more, B. You
Well,
know? I think he got kicked out the pod.
he's isolated from a pod. Playful biting. This dolphin ecologist at Me University in Japan says playful biting is a common behavior amongst male bottlenose dolphins who almost always live in pairs or groups.
Hmm.
And so he's by himself. That this includes behaviors like chasing each other and rubbing the other dolphin with their pectoral fins, which is thought to signal fondness, and even sexual behaviors such as pressing their penises against each other.
Yo,
Okay. I
real
mean, look, that I think that happens with humans as well. Guys just don't talk about it. But I think every guy has done the equivalent of pressing their penis up against another guy just in the name of friendship. That's my own personal theory.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
will
think so.
debunk that personally right here. Instant debunk, shot.
I think it happens more than you may realize. I can amend that from every guy. Maybe just the guys that I'm like, yeah, you. But yeah, but I think that kind of uh you know affection doesn't necessarily signal that, oh, you are a queer dolphin. I think
Right.
what that means is, hey, you're my buddy.
That's
And
fair.
I
Okay.
think that also happens in humans. Hey, you're my buddy. We're just messing around, ain't we? Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So that would be like the equivalent of like when boys play that like nut tap game,
Yes. Yes. Why are
right?
y'all always trying to hit the other one in the nuts? That's
I
insane.
I hated the game. I never took part. I would like instantly shut it down. But I will admit, every male friend group I've been in,
There's
it's been a thing.
yes. So, yeah, that's basically what that is a little thunk on the nuts is what's
Yeah.
going on there, and so I guess he's probably a little bit older, and he's looking for someone to thunk him on the nuts, and it's not working because he's alone, and I wonder if you can move him into a place where there are others, or if that might be like, you're not we don't know you, you're a new dolphin."
Yeah, real talk. It's something to consider. Now, I mean, you are not alone,
Oh, no, don't.
you know.
Did they
I'm here to
name him?
thunk with you.
Nope. I refuse to let you continue, you weirdo. I'd rather have my nuts stunk than listen to you continue to make up a song for the Lonely Dolphin. Although, the Lonely Dolphin, if anybody is looking to name a project, here
Word,
you
I was gonna
go.
say that kind of
The
hard, yo.
Yeah, the Lonely Dolphin is kinda that's kind of fire.
Real talk, yo.
That's a little bit flames emoji, I think.
Shot, yo, lone, yo,
I
real
don't know
test.
if we're still naming things after animals. I know, like, 15 to 20 years ago, we definitely every band and restaurant was named after a bear in various states of distress, but if I don't know if dolphins got that far, but I think we need to if you're thinking about it,
Yeah,
whatever art project you have out there, the Lonely Dolphin might work,
Lonely Dolphin, a really nice bar in Bushwick. The Lonely Dolphin,
right?
new album by Tori Amos. Uh,
Look, I think she's working on new shit too, so Tori, if you're listening, if you're a troop or a correspondent, and I'm assuming that you're at least one of those, Lonely
definitely.
Dolphin, you can have that.
Let's put it out there. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So if Fiona Apple comes out with an album called The Lonely Dolphin, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Anybody comes out with a name, The Lonely Dolphin.
Oh man! In other news, Wells Fargo employee found dead at office desk 4 days after clocking in. That's right.
Oh,
Woman working for Wells Fargo in Arizona died at work and was found 4 days later. Denise Pradhami, 60, last clocked in at the Wells Fargo in Tempe at 7 a.m. on August 16th. She was found at a third floor desk in the office on August 20th, leading on site security to call the police. Firefighters also responded and pronounced the woman dead at 4:55. The cause and manner of death are pending. According to police, an initial investigation found no obvious signs of foul play. An investigation is ongoing, and authorities are interviewing employees at the Wells Fargo location.
mm,
Wells Fargo workers reported smelling a foul odor, but thought it was an issue with the plumbing. At least one employee told the outlet they wondered why Wells Fargo didn't formally address workers about the woman's death initially.
wow. Okay.
Oh, and most of the employees in the office work remotely, but the building has 24/7 security. If that
Okay.
helps.
This is clearing some things up because I think I saw Twitter talking about this and they took it in a different direction, of course. But now that I'm not looking at a calendar, but I feel like the 16th was a Friday. August 16th was a Friday.
Okay,
So she probably clocked in and
and you're correct.
yeah, okay, great. So she probably died like that
That weekend.
that event yeah, that evening and then was just there. And then that Monday, I know the Monday was the 19th.
Hmm.
And people probably we're just like, "What is that weird smell?" But if it's also like remote work, not a lot of people were there, and
Right.
probably so I see now knowing that the building was mostly for remote work, that makes sense to me how that could happen. Um,
Huh.
but what a I mean, look, everything is somehow triggering a another concern and fear for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, like I don't know. I feel like somebody's got to find this. I you got to pay her the OT first of all. Like,
Oh, yeah, no, the family
real
gets
talk.
the overtime.
The family
If
gets
she
the
didn't
overtime.
clock out before she died, family gets the overtime.
The whole
That's the
check.
rule. That's the
Real
rule.
talk. Real
But
low key, it might still be running in my opinion.
right,
Real talk.
exactly. Until they zip up that body bag, that bitch is on the clock.
On the clock, baby. Real talk. You ain't find her?
That's on
Yo,
you.
you yeah, that's on you, my G. Yo. I don't want to hear nothing about her like, oh, she died off. Nah, B. Y'all ain't
Mm-mm.
find her for 5 days? No, that check
Yeah,
is hers.
that's on you.
Um, I yeah, this is like this definitely like highlighted some fears for me. You know
Mhm,
what I mean? Like they don't even you can go this long without people realizing you're dead in a building.
mhm.
You know, like definitely like makes me want to stay somewhat social because like I like imagine if she was one of the remote workers.
Well, I mean, I think what is a little bit of a bummer is that no one missed her
Yeah,
on on Saturday. No one missed her on Sunday. You know what I mean?
that's all.
And so that is what I'm like, "Oh, shit, if I were to go into my office on Friday, which is normally a remote work day,
Right?
um, uh, and then I were to die in that office, that building is empty, right? So
Yo,
I'm just
right.
in there dead." And I would like to think that somebody that I had something to do over the weekend, and someone
Yeah,
would be like, "Hey, where's Shalewa? This isn't like her."
right.
You know what I mean? I really would like to think there was someone out there wondering where what was her name? Denise?
Yeah.
That somebody was wondering where she was.
I think
Uh,
Labor Day they find her. Like I think she has like a invite. I don't know why I feel like Denise makes like a real dope like pasta. Like she gets a Labor Day invite, you know, like somebody brings her out. You die at 60, you got other health issues. I'm assuming you throw down.
really? Hmm.
Yeah, I think she at the
I
either she cooks really well or she knows good food. But like,
maybe. I mean, like I if I were to die at 60, which I'm hoping is not the case, I'm
yeah, nah,
really trying to make it till longer.
real talk.
I don't have a number in place yet, but we'll do some math, we'll do some calculation and see what's what. But 60 is not the one. I don't I like my legacy is what? Uh Telling people too much about music they don't care about? Like, what is my you know what I mean? Because it's not gonna be I throw down nothing. Food-wise? No. I cook for sustenance. I don't cook you know what I mean? So that's not gonna be it. I don't know. But as someone who's getting ready to embark on living alone again, which don't get me wrong, that's my dream. My dream is to
Okay.
live alone. Always has been since I was, like, 9. But I literally told someone when they were like, "What do you wanna be when you grow up?" I told them I wanna live alone in a one-bedroom apartment. That's literally what I said as a child to an adult. So, and I
Amen, yo.
yeah, so and I reached that dream by, like, 28. So I was just like, "Let's go." Everything else um, yeah, but, like, it has been a a switch in my brain has been flipped. So now that I am going to try to thug this out alone, um, no, no, I am going to thug this out alone. I'm trying to change my
There you go.
word and shit. It's all very annoying. Trying to be positive about stuff is so annoying. But I also am like, oh, I'm going to need to have people over.
Yeah,
If only to just kind of walk through and go, okay, you're still here.
real
Cat's still
talk.
here, I'm also gonna have to put a collar around the cat with a little thing, like a Saint Bernard, used to have a little barrel full of whiskey or something, a little collar with a little thing holder that's just when she gets out and someone pets her and they're like, "What does this say?" It just needs to say, "Hey, my human is back this way, and it ain't looking good." Can you go check on her?
Amen.
And then the street address. Door is open, or here or something like that.
Real talk. I need a new owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
This is me. I'm partial to crackers. Uh, yeah, I feel definitely old. I'm okay. Is it weird that like my first thought was like, man, like you weren't doing that big of a job?
Oh, no, it's not, but that's because you are thinking I think for you, the big important jobs are always front facing. Like
Right.
there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of action and all that kind of stuff. But if she works at Wells Fargo and she's by herself in an office looking at a couple of monitors on a computer, that bitch could be moving mountains because it's banking.
See,
So,
I was thinking I was proud of her
mhm,
because she found a job that like you gotta figure she could have been dead a year ago and nobody would have noticed. And they just kept sending her checks, you know. But
okay,
she found a job that was so easy that for the last year of her life, she was getting paid in a job that like if she died for 4 days, nobody would notice. Like she gamed the system. Like people go their whole lives doing jobs that like are hard, you know. But she found a job that was so easy she could die, still be doing it. And like
okay.
I know she died, but like
Mhm,
for that last however many years she had this portion of the job, this title,
mhm.
she lived great, you know. She lived a dream. She
Uh,
was eating off of corporate America money. You know what I mean? They paying her big bucks. She could
uh-huh.
go to work, she could not go to work, she could clock in, die, take a nap, nobody cared.
Okay.
Check was
All
showing
right.
up.
I don't know, um, how many offices have you worked in, Gastor?
Two. Two.
Okay. So, I mean, she could have just been good at her job. She
Okay.
could have been bad at her job. Um, and she could have been going into the office because it's a better workspace than what she has going on at home. There are you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there I don't know, but, like, I don't know if she was so much gaming the system as it is that's literally the system.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of it is. A lot of working, in an office is taking 3 hours of work and stretching it to 8 hours.
Right.
And so, part of the part one some of the issues that, corporate America, special middle managers have with remote work is that they don't get to own you for those 8 hours.
Right.
And, so she honestly could have been doing a whole week's worth of stuff in that time that she's there because she's like, "I got all this other shit to do remotely," and then came in and just did her thing. Or maybe it just makes sense to be in the office,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But a lot of office work is kind of spreading it out,
Yeah.
and deciding how you're going to be in that office. Are you going to be the very efficient one who then walks around and messes with other people while they're trying to do their thing? Or are you going to be the person who is constantly has just like papers and feathers and you know cans just flying around because you have so much that you're doing and you can't seem to get any of it. You know what I mean? Like you got to figure out what your persona is going to be in the
Yeah.
office. Um, are you gonna be chill, or are you gonna be manic, or are you gonna be somewhere in between? And,
Mm.
who's to say with this woman? All I'm gonna say is be easy,
Real talk, yo. You earned it.
cause what a way to go. Cause the way that Twitter went with it is take all of your paid time off if you have it, because these companies don't give a fuck if you
At all.
die at their desk, and that is sad, but true depending on where you work. At Wells Fargo, I fully believe that nobody gives a fuck
Mm-hmm.
if you die at their desk.
Damn
Um,
shame.
yeah, which is it is a shame. I hope she lived a good life. It's not like she was in there on a Sat I mean, she was in there on a Saturday, but she wasn't in there on a Saturday. Like, you know what I mean? So, it was a proper work day that she clocked in. But what time did she clock in? Like 7 AM or something like that?
Yeah, yo,
Yeah,
she did
that bitch
time.
was trying to be out by 3. So she wasn't trying to like, she had a weekend planned. That's
That's
the
what I'm
other
saying,
thing.
yo. Y'all literally a banking hours, B.
Yeah.
You should have been
So
gone early.
yeah, she got there 7. She wasn't trying to be there
Yeah.
for infinity.
Real talk, yo.
Oh, man.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Now she got to
boy.
run the bank in heaven, you
Oh,
know,
God.
just because of y'all. Be you know,
No, no, it's not fair. It's not
it's not right.
fair.
My boy, when that last office job I had, when I was a sales manager, one of my co-manager was like, they put you in like an office with another manager of
Mhm.
another group of sales reps, and he was like an OG, my boy Hive, and like once a week he would come, like, more than once a week, but definitely at least once a week he would come in and be like, "Yo, it's a Mickey Mouse Day," and I'm like, "What's?" He would be like, "Mickey Mouse Day," and he would try to like get other people to join him on the Mickey Mouse thing, and basically like he would Mickey Mouse days were like days where like he would come in early and make like a lot of like noise and energy in the building and then be
Okay.
gone. He would be like, "Yo." He would be like, "I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna make it like known that I'm here, and I'm
Mhm.
doing 1 hour, my G. I'm gone." And
Oh,
he's like, "Mickey
wow.
Mouse, you see him at the beginning of the movie. He in the credits. My man is gone. You don't see that dude all 2 hours of that movie. That's me, Mickey Mouse Day." So he would show up. Yeah, 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 yo, right here, yo, what's up, everybody? Y'all doing good? You need help with something? Let me load this truck with you. You got the paperwork? 10:30, my man at the crib, chilling.
Let me tell you something. That is truly brilliant.
Real talk.
It can't
I
work it can't work in every position, but
right.
I have definitely worked in jobs where someone has come in and they're big and they're just like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna but yada, 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 yada." And then something happens 2 hours later and you're like, "Where's so and so?" And they're like, "I don't know." And you go back to
Mm.
their office and that shit is a ghost town.
Yo, cause like we was in sales. So like if you hit your number, you hit your number. And
Right.
he's really good. So he
Mhm.
was like, yo, like I hit my number by Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
taking the day. He's
yeah.
like, I'm chilling. He's like, anybody could check. He like, I'm in the field. He like, the field is my crib. He like, I'm making calls or whatever. Who cares?
The field is my crib.
Real talk. I'm
Oh.
outside. I'm in the field. You know what I mean?
Oh my
So
god.
straight up, that's my man right there. Yo, real talk. I'm gonna hit you up. Real talk. Yeah, we got stories, yo. Real talk. We on the clock getting trashed at a Chili's at like 2 p.m. He's like, yo, you ain't coming to the Mickey Mouse meeting? Real talk. Like 2 p.m. We had Chili's like 7 drinks in
Oh
on the
my
clock.
god.
Wild
Oh,
work.
man. Gastor, you are so full of stories. God bless you. God bless you for living the life that you've lived the way that you live it. God, truly, you are a blessing. You truly are. I'm not being sarcastic. God bless you.
I appreciate it. Oh man. In other news, 3 months into their global cruise, they've not left Belfast. That's right. Passengers on a round the world cruise have been left stranded in Belfast for 3 months after their voyage was beset by delays. Velavi Residency's Odyssey arrived at Queen's Island in Northern Ireland capital to be outfitted before it was scheduled to leave on the 30th of May for the first leg of a 3-year cruise. But the ship has still not left yet, thanks to problems with its rudders and gearbox. Florida resident Holly Hennessy is among those on board to have
That can't be
hunkered
a
down.
real name. Your name is Holly Hennessy? That is
That's kind of fire.
that is porn actress coded.
Real
Holly
talk.
Hennessy? At least
Yo.
in my day of porn, Holly Hennessy absolutely would have been in Booty Talk 17. That's all I'm saying.
A quick Google search shows there are several Holly Hennessy's. You know what I mean? There's one that's started a great career as a benefits manager at Urban Outfitters. Shouts to her LinkedIn page.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
you know what I mean? Another one
They're
has
all black like
713
that?
followers on TikTok.
Oh, okay, alright.
Holly Hennessy has hunkered down and made the city their unexpected home. Traveling with her cat Captain, has meant the self-proclaimed cruise addict has been unable to leave Belfast while waiting for the ship to be ready. Passengers are allowed to spend time on the ship during the day, but must disembark in the evenings. We spend all day aboard the ship, and they provide shuttle buses to get on and off. This is kind of
Wow.
wild. Waiting, Villaville residents website states the cost of buying a cabin can range between $99,000 and $899,000. Miss Hennessy's cabin has space for a double bed, a small living room with the for the cat, a room for the cat, and a balcony. I didn't know this was
Oh,
this much
okay.
space on these cruise ships. That's kind of
Yeah, no,
wild.
no, the cruise ship rooms, like, she got a that's a big room. Holly Hennessy making money, but
Real
also,
talk.
you have to be making some sort of money in order to be able to pay for a 3-year cruise. Has no one
Yeah.
seen Gilligan's Island? I don't understand. A 3-year cruise around the
Yo.
world?
Real. I didn't know cruises were that long. I thought cruises were like 3 weeks max.
Oh god. I the cruise that I worked on was a week and a couple of days and some change.
Yeah.
Like, I think we were gone all told, like, um, I don't know, 9 days? Something like that? 9,
Yeah.
10 days, and I was like, "Let me off." Like, "I gotta go." Like, but it's a cross between that or I live here forever. You know what I
That's
mean? There's a
wild.
very thin line, and when you cross into the I live here forever, you don't even have a home address, you just hop from cruise ship to cruise ship, which a lot of people do.
Nah.
Which we gotta get into on another time, but that is fascinating. So, yeah, so she making big room, double bed money, like a balcony, um, is wild. That means
Yeah.
because there are plenty of rooms that are facing I forget what the terms are, starboard, something board, something, but ones where they're, like, internal in the ship, there are no
Right.
windows. So,
Yeah,
um
like the whole idea of that is wild to me. Like it's a boat. Like there shouldn't be any balcony. Balconies is a hole. That's where water comes. I don't want no balcony on my ship. I don't want
no,
no holes where water comes in from.
no, it's just the edge, it's just the outside, it's the perimeter of the boat. The whole thing, the whole
The
perimeter of
wall.
a boat is a balcony.
Nah, that's crazy talk. That should be a wall.
No, but then it's just a build I mean, it is a building. Ships are buildings, yes. But you know how there's the outside, the decks
Yeah,
of
that's
a
the top.
boat? No, it's not the top, it's all along the sides as well.
That's why I didn't know. I don't know about cruise ships. I've never been on a cruise.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, you've seen the Love Boat.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know it was all that. I thought it was like a boat. You could live in the boat and
Uh-huh.
you chill on the top.
Oh, yeah, no, you chill around the sides. There are floors, and then you
Right.
chill around I think the one that I was on had, like, 11 floors, 12 floors, something like that.
Yo.
Yeah, and,
And those are
sh
all outdoor floors?
not all of them. The bottom well, it may have actually been more because there were ones that were below, like, the water level, which I believe may be where the crew lives.
Okay.
Um, they live down in the basement. That's also, where, like, any medical issues, that's where you'll find the doctor's offices. The cruise ship jail, in case you do something and you gotta be locked up until you guys land somewhere, which is also a thing that is real. Cruise life is insane, I found out in preparing to take that cruise. But yeah, and then, uh right, so the stage that I performed on was towards the front of the boat, and it was you know how the boats kinda go into a point, right?
Uh-huh.
That is what the behind that part of the boat, that front part that is hitting the water, was the green room for the stage. So we were basically at the bottom, not underneath, but we were at the bottom of the boat, kinda,
Okay.
and that's where a huge theater and, the stage, and so the night that I had to perform was the night that we had the most, I wanted to say turbulence, that's a plane, but the choppiest water,
Okay.
basically, where the boat was definitely hitting waves, and I heard standing in the green room, trying to calm my nerves to perform on a boat. I don't know how to swim, so this may be the last comedy coming out of me, and all I'm hearing is the boat hitting waves. Child, it was a lot. Emotionally, it was a
Yo.
lot, but that's where that is, and then you build, like, the lobby area where you walk out of was above us, like, the floor to above where the theater was,
Right.
um, but, that theater has the high ceilings because it's, you can do whatever you want in that configuration because that's, like, the scoop of the boat basically. And then you're building on top of that. So all of the stuff that you're thinking of that's inside is in the middle of the boat, but then there's all of the exposed the railings and the decks are all on the outside. So on the sides of the boats where there are rooms, those are the balconies. So I because I was working, they gave me a room, with a double bed and a cute little balcony. A double bed, a little couch, and a little balcony that had a little table on it that you can go out there and sit on while the
Nah.
boat is moving. It's wild. It was real peaceful when after we got past the choppy water. But yeah, but it is wild business. Yes. Your
Um,
face. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I want no parts of that.
Nope.
Like,
I
I
look.
don't know if I'll ever do a cruise. That sounded scary as hell.
You know what? This cruise that I did, the Joko cruise, um, is the only cruise I would ever that could get me. Like,
Yeah.
not like I'm, so ungettable, but I just mean, like, the dude who the cruise is named after, the boat wasn't one of those huge, like, with fucking roller coasters on the top. Like, those, I'm like, "Forget about it." I mean, kids were allowed, but it was they call themselves a nerd cruise, and everybody there is just very nerdy into what they're into, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Absolutely, I will do that." Um, I'll
Okay.
do that out of curiosity. But I really had to like do a pros and cons list on it because I was just like, you
Yeah, yo.
you
Yeah, you
got
talking
me
about me. You got stories too, homie. You know?
But so that's how you get a balcony. And I mean, ours was a nice room, but there are rooms. There are like the penthouse. There are
Okay.
floors where most of the rooms there are no internal like interior rooms.
Right.
There's only the along the edge of the boat rooms, and those
Huh.
are really nice. So I'm guessing that's where Ms. Hennessy and her cat, Captain Hennessy or whatever. Um, I'm guessing that's wild business to take a cat with you, but I guess they're used to it. She's not moving like someone who's never been on a boat before.
Yeah, nah. You doing 3-year cruises with your cat? You done cruises before.
Yeah, but
That's not a first cruise.
also, the thing with the cruise is that you're on the boat. Yeah, they feed. I mean, you pay for it, but yeah, they feed you, and they've got entertainment and clubs and all this other kind of stuff. But then there are excursions where they dock somewhere, and then you go out into the world and you enjoy what that city has to offer until it's time for you to get back on the boat.
Right.
And sometimes they'll dock at a place for a couple of days or whatever, and but you just got to make sure you're back on the boat by a certain time and all that. So it's wild that this is the opposite, that
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, you gotta stay in this city." And, if you wanna still have the fun of being on a boat, we're open during the day, but then we're gonna take you back to a hotel, and it's like, I'm not on the boat to have fun eating your food. If I'm in a city that's got restaurants, I'm never getting back on that boat
Yeah.
until I
Just
gotta.
tell me it's working.
Yeah, yeah, until it's announced that, "Hey, we're up and running. You better get here in the next 45 minutes or else all this is gonna break again." Then, yeah, I guess I'll get back on that boat.
I'm
Otherwise, I
good.
live in Belfast now.
Yo, what happens if you die on the boat?
Oh, they have a place for the body sack. I mean,
Like
Um,
they hold you down for 3 years?
oh, for 3 years, well, you remember recently there was, like, that 9-month cruise? And they were like, and I feel like COVID ran through the cruise or something ran through the cruise, but, like, yeah, people will die on cruises.
Hell
It
yeah.
happens a lot, actually, more than I think a lot of stuff happens on cruises that we don't really know about. Because I had to a friend of mine who had a job where her company threw, like, themed cruises once a year, and she would have to go on and work it, like, as, like, entertainment, not necessarily entertainment, but just, like, informative stuff or whatever. Um, and she was the one that told me about cruise jail. I never thought about doing
Yeah.
criminal stuff on the water, but, I mean, you in international waters, I guess you could do what you want, but if you run befoul of the cruise rules, they will throw you in jail and then kick you off the boat at their next port of call.
Really?
Yeah, and then you gotta figure it out. Like, they're like, "Yeah, we keep you in this holding cell, and then we release you out there, and I know that's not where you thought you were gonna end up, but guess what? Get off
Re-
our boat."
Real talk.
Yeah, and so I think they probably notify. I feel like there was, like, who's your emergency contacts, like, there was that kind of paperwork you had to fill out,
Yeah.
which was kind of wild for me because I took my sister with me, and we are who you would contact if something goes wrong, so I was like, "I don't know, I guess if something happens to one, kill the other and toss us both out." I mean,
If you would like to be Shalewa's new emergency contact,
yeah,
okay?
do it, and
Real
that
talk.
you're gonna have to come by and check on me. There are new rules with this emergency contact, you need to be able to make it to New York and check on me every once in a while.
All you gotta do is like, subscribe to the show, baby. If you're an Apple or Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars. You ain't gonna feed her cat while you there. That's messed up, B. Come on, man.
Mhm.
5 stars. You know that Lucinda deserves some food. Okay. All right. Bring some crackers. Check in on Shalewa's knee and ankle. Bring an ice pack, Tiger Bomb. You know what I mean? Show that you care. Okay. Be available. Okay. Have a voicemail set up.
Do
You know,
something,
do
please help
something.
me
Come
out.
on. If you have any articles you want us to cover, we appreciate that. Send them over. We have who I'm bugging out. I'm over here. Open all the articles, then say the names. Here we go. I got the names up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I can't thank anybody. Nah, here we go. Shouts this week to Bobcat Face, Dana Ford, Brandy Spain, Shannon Lemoyne, and Cynthia Butler. Always appreciate y'all sending them in. With all that said, I am the admittedly bad emergency contact, Gastor Almonte. Real talk. I feel like I got too many people that put me as an emergency contact now. Like, I care, but
Right.
like, nah, I got a lot on my plate already. Like real talk.
Oh,
Like,
no. Yeah, well, as
yo,
long as they don't call you on a Mickey Mouse day, I guess it's good.
real talk. Yo, Mickey Mouse days are legendary. Real talk, man. I'm gonna bring those back. I don't even got a job to run away from, but I'm gonna
Right,
definitely do that.
exactly, like, what does a Mickey Mouse day look like for a comedian?
Oh man. With the now two emergency contact having Shalewa Sharpe. That's right. A sister and one of you.
Right,
You know.
thank you. Welcome to the family.
You will be inheriting a cat. Okay.
If she
No, for now.
wants to be inherited,
Real
it is a
talk.
cat.
Yeah, she's got her own spirit.
Yeah.
This has been Lonely Dolphin episode. Report. Catch y'all next time. Peace.